Hi Tamara, I wanted to give you some video feedback so you can make your edits going forward. Um, we want to be careful with the online order, and we don't have anything here. We also need to update your footer, the year, and put Real Deal Taco along with the disclaimer that is in the 2.2 assignment instructions. We want to avoid glassware because this is a food truck. So let's take a look at the menu, which is usually where we spend the most time. That needs to be completed. And you can delete the order online. Okay, this needs to be the About content that's in the folder, so you'll download your content folder and use that information. Make sure you enter it and not a picture of words. Okay, Contact Us always goes last. Okay, so remove this and delete this. Bring this up a little bit. You can make that a little bit smaller so that we get into the content sooner. And you can just take that page out. Let me show you briefly how you can make a menu. Let's see, let's go to the Wix.com. And I'll just look at any one of these that I have. And once we're in our editor, what you can do, I would delete your menus, the pages that you currently have. If deleting the order page removes the menu page, then you can do this, or you can keep your menu page and delete the order page. But you can go here. See, I've already put one in here, so let me delete it and show you how you can do it. All right, so you're in your pages and you go to My Business, or you're on your editor, and you come scrolling down to New up here, Menus, not Orders, but Menus. Select that, and it will give you this. So you would then go in and make your adjustments of your images. So you could go to Manage Menu, and that's where you would tell it what the name of your menu is, right up here. And then if you go into, I feel like that should be swapped. I always feel that way. So then you're going to come in here and you're going to edit each one, and you're going to put the descriptions here, the name of the item and the descriptions that you're provided with. You don't have to use labels, but you can if you want to. They're here. There's vegan, there's all sorts. It's gluten-free, whatever you want to use, all right? Or not. You don't have to use any of them. Price, and then your image, right? And then save it. So you would do that with each item. You don't have to have an image for everything on the menu. Your main entrees, yes, but as far as your sides and things like that, if you don't want to or don't have time, then you wouldn't have to do that. So going back here to your page, if you go into settings, don't spend too much time on this part because it does take time to enter your content. That's the main thing. But just so you know, you can go in and make some adjustments here. All right. But I don't really think you should be spending your time doing that. All right. Okay. So that's what you want to do for that. All right. And I hope that helps with some of that. And just make sure that you're entering all of your information. All right. Creating a contact page. You can come up here to your pages and come up here to your site menu, add a page. And here you can use the contact from the template, because make sure it's the basic, or you'll have to remove images and things, because that will get you in the ballpark of what you need. Okay, there is a little bit of content here that's placeholder has to be adjusted or removed, and then you can take off the phone number. And you'll do that this week as well for your draft site. Okay. All right. I hope that helps. And let's see. Yeah, so mostly spend time on your menus. You don't need happenings. Just streamline as best you can. All right. All right. I hope that helped. And you can duplicate your site and then make all the adjustments if you like. Okay. You also could use a template, but I would recommend the cupcake if you do, because that one is a little easier to work on. So that's something to think about if you'd rather. All right, I hope this helps, and let's make sure that you get that updated and submitted for this week. If you want, you can then come back and put it here, and maybe you can get a few extra points. All right. Okay. Yeah, but we've got some content missing. You've got the logo. So let's see. There's all of this has to be worked out. But I can give you maybe 20 more points on this, but you'll need to make sure you update and submit for your revision. All right. So I hope that helps, and let me know if you have any questions.